it's Jessie here. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. Today's video is going to be the cash envelope stuffing for the third week in the month of January. My last budget video that went up here on my channel was the written budget. So if you missed that and you want to see how I got to all of these numbers and made my plan for the week, you'll definitely want to check that video out. I will post it above in a card. But since I wrote out the budget, I went and got all the cash that I need to stuff my envelopes, so that's what today's video is going to be. So I have my budget by paycheck workbook here, and I'm actually just going to pull out this cash envelope breakdown page, make it real easy on myself, and I'm going to set the rest of my little Franken planner here off to the side. This is what I will use to reference to make sure that I get all of my envelopes filled up. And I'm just going to lay out my cash and we will start stuffing envelopes. So how are you all doing today? I hope that you are well. It's actually Saturday morning when I am filming this video. I never wait this long to stuff my envelopes, but that was just the kind of week that I was having this week. So it is what it is. It happens that way sometimes. Luckily, we have not had to do a ton of spending, so it hasn't been a problem that my envelopes have not been stuffed. So I'm just going to stick the 5s and the 1s here off to the side, I think. I think that'll work. A little bit messy, but we'll make it work. And I'm going to grab a pen so that I can check things off as I go. So yeah, let's get started. I have my cash. I have my cash envelope breakdown. I have my wallet that houses my cash envelopes, and I also have my accordion folder that houses all of my sinking funds, so we are all set. So we're going to start out with my husband spending money. He gets $40, and actually he has already taken his spending money, so nothing I need to do for that except go ahead and check this off so that I know that he got his money. Next up is my spending money. So I get $40, and I've chosen to take that in increments of 20, so we're going to do 2 20s for myself, and that's going to go right into my conscious wallet here. I have my cash envelopes in my wallet. These come from Life in Envelopes on Etsy. This first one here is my spending envelope, so this $40 will just go in there. I can use my spending money for absolutely anything I want. It's personal money for me to just kind of get myself through the week. If I want to buy myself a cup of coffee, I can do that. If I want to buy myself a sweater, just anything that I want. Allowing myself to spend a little bit of money every week helps me to not go off the rails and overspend a ton in other areas. So that takes care of my spending. Next up, I have Austin. So this is my son's allowance money, and his envelope is actually here in my sinking funds. So maybe next week when I do his allowance, I will put that under sinking funds just to make it a little bit easier. So he actually has his own little cash envelope that we made for him. My oldest son did the drawing, and I just laminated it. So right now he doesn't have anything in there because he's choosing to carry his money in a wallet, but I'm just going to put his allowance in here for now, and he's going to get $20. That's what he earns just for doing extra chores around the house. So that's gonna go in there for now, and that will go back into my accordion folder behind the tab that's marked the boys. Each of my boys has an envelope that they can use to save their money if they choose. All right, that takes care of Austin. Next we have gas, and for gas I've budgeted $40, so that's also going to be 220s. And I'm just going to flip to my gasoline envelope, which is here, and that'll go in there, and that's to use to fill up my gas tank this week. Next up, we have eating out, and for eating out this week, I budgeted $25, a 20, and a 5. So I'm just going to flip to my eating out envelope and add that in. There we go. Next is miscellaneous, and for miscellaneous, we're also going to do 25, a 20, and a 5, so we'll get that in there. And that is actually it for my cash envelopes that are in my wallet. So this is the cash that I carry with me throughout the week and use throughout the week. I expect that these envelopes will be empty by the end of the week. So I filled my spending money, my gasoline, my eating out, my miscellaneous. The other envelopes that I have here are my debt snowball envelope and my deposit envelope. So if throughout the week I want to spend in one of these cash categories, but for whatever reason I can't use cash or I don't want to use cash, I just will take the money out of the envelope. So say it's something that I want to buy for myself, but I decide to make that purchase online. Obviously I cannot pay for an online purchase with cash, but if it's a $20 purchase, I will just swipe my debit card or my credit card, and then I will take the $20 out of my spending money and put it into my deposit envelope to be deposited in the bank to cover that transaction. And then at the end of the week, any money that I have left over in any of these categories that I did not spend, I take out of that envelope and I put it into this debt snowball envelope to be put towards an extra debt payment. That way all of my envelopes are empty and ready to be filled again for the week. That's how I do it. It's been working really well for me. So that takes care of my wallet. The rest of this cash will get separated and put into my various sinking funds. So I really like to do my sinking funds in cash. I know that that's not for everyone, but that's what works for me. So each of my sinking fund categories gets its own little tab in this accordion folder, and so I just go down the list and figure out which of my sinking funds I'm going to be filling for the week. I put the cash into the fund, and along with the stack of cash behind the tab, I also have a little index card where I keep track of the comings and goings of each account. So I'm actually just going to put my little list here off to the side. I really love this accordion folder because it stands up on its own and I don't have to have, you know, an extra hand to navigate it. I can just flip through, find what I need. So the first sinking fund we are going to fill is Amazon Prime. So the first fund I'm going to fill today is my Amazon Prime sinking fund. It currently has $29 in it, so that's what I have here, and we are going to add an extra $50 today. So this card is pretty full, so I'm just going to flip it over, make use of all of the space, and then what I do is I just write the date. So today is January 23rd. We're adding $50 today. So I'm just going to add a $50 bill. And then every time that I add or take money away from a fund, I always count it. So 50, 75, 76, 77, 78, $79 in my Amazon Prime sinking fund. My Amazon Prime membership is due to renew in March, So I'm about halfway to where I need to be in order to pay that, so I need to really start amping up what I add to that fund. So we'll just check that off. Next up is birthdays. Just go behind the birthdays tab. My birthdays fund is actually currently empty, but we're going to add $50 today. For a total of $50. So that takes care of that. Next up is my campground fund. My campground fund currently has $220 in it, and we're going to add another $50 today. I gotta figure out a better way of doing these cash envelope stuffings. This is as far out as I can zoom, so I want you guys to be able to see everything, but I also don't really have enough space here to do everything I need to do, so should be a total of $270 in here. So I'm just going to add my $50. And we will count it up. So we have 50, 100, 50, 70, 90, 210, 230, 250, 260, 261, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70. So that takes care of campground. Next up is car maintenance. Car maintenance right now has $207 in it, and we're going to add 25 more today. So we will add a 20 and a 5. And then we'll go ahead and count this up. So we have 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 170, 190, 200, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. So $232 is what's currently in my car maintenance fund. And that will go back behind the car maintenance tab. Alright, next up is Christmas. Not a whole lot in Christmas, but it will add up throughout the year so that by the time we are in December of 2021, I will have everything I need. So we are going to add $25 today. It currently has 55 in it. So we're going to add a 20 and a 5. And that gives us a total of 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, $80. Okay, that will go behind Christmas, and we will next pull out my YouTube envelope. So for YouTube, what I do is I withhold 30% of the YouTube income that I receive. I get paid on the 21st of the month when I've met the payment threshold, and so I always take the amount that I earn and multiply it by 30%, and that is what I hold on to so that when it comes time to pay taxes, I am able to do that. So for this month, I needed to withhold $139, and my fund started with $735. So we're going to take a 100, a 20, a 10, a 5, and 4 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just go ahead and arrange this a little bit. And I'm going to slip these denominations in here. Now these bills are all sorts of messed up here. I'm going to need to organize these a bit better. Make sure they're all turned in the right direction. I know that drives some of you crazy. Alright, and now we can count it up and see what we have here. 100, 200, 50, 300, 50, 400, 50, 500, 50, 600, 50, 700, 50, 70, 90. I just lost count. Hate when I do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 750, 770, 790, 810, 830, 840, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74. So $874. Let me just use my calculator really quick and make sure that that's accurate. $735 plus $139 is $874. Okay, so we are doing well. Let me just get this back behind the YouTube tab. There we go. Next up, I have Savopoly. My Savopoly fund currently has $28 in it. And today we are adding 19. $28 plus 19 is 47. So we're going to add a 10, a 5, and 4 ones. And let's see if it adds up to 47. You guys can't see. 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47. Alright, and lastly, I have my 52-week savings challenge. And that fund currently has $20 in it. We are adding 11 today, which should be what I have here, and it is, for a total of $31. So we have 10, 20, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So let me just check these all off and make sure that I know that I filled all of my envelopes. I'm going to get this page put back into my Franken planner. By the way, if you missed the video where I set this planner up, you're going to want to go and check it out. I combined a couple of different planners all into just one so that I wasn't constantly having to reference a ton of different books, and it's been working out really, really well for me. I really love the way it turned out. I love having everything in one place. So definitely check that video out if you missed it. But that is going to do it for my cash envelope stuffing for the week. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I apologize if I was a little all over the place. It's bright and early Saturday morning. I have not yet even had coffee, and I think you can probably tell that. So thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe so that you never miss a video. I post new budget and lifestyle content here on my channel every single week, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, friends.